Hello everybody, as today I won't be available at the time we have our meeting, I'm going to leave you this taped, okay? First, I want to show you the three main slogans of the party in 1984, yes? War is peace, freedom is slavery, and ignorance is strength. As you see, all this is completely contradictory, but they introduce the idea of double think, what we call double think, yes? By weakening the independence of the individual's minds, yes, making each citizen think of what they want them to think, yes? And how do they do this? With fear, yes? Propaganda-induced fear. So in this way, the party can force its citizens to accept anything that they say, even if it is illogical, yes? For example, the Ministry of Peace is in charge of war. The Ministry of Love is in charge of torture. And the Ministry of Truth is in charge of changing history and news to reflect the party's ideology. So as you can see, the basic structures and institutions of the party are completely irrational and illogical. So these three slogans, yes, where they say that war is peace, is because having a common enemy keeps the people of Oceania united. So that is how they make them believe that this is logical, yes? If they are all united with the same enemy, they can have peace inside their country. The second one, freedom is slavery, because according to the party, a man who is independent is going to fail ineffectively. So freedom, in the opposite way, slavery is freedom. Why? Because a man who is subject to a common will be free from danger. And the last one, ignorance is strength, because how can I say, the inability of people to recognize these contradictions are in the basis of the power of this authoritarian government. So these are the three main slogans of the party, and they also introduce us to the concept of double think. Yes, double think is believing in these things that are contradictory and irrational. What else can I tell you about? I'm checking in the book. Those three slogans appear for the first time on page 2, chapter 1, page 2. Then again on page, what is it here? Yes, again on page 6, yes, you will see them there. Then, okay, we've already spoke about Winston and his neighbors. In chapter 3, which you were supposed to read for today, they talk about the Ministry of Truth and the concept of people who are being vaporized. This means that people who are considered dangerous for the party disappear, yes? And we learn that the Ministry of Love, again, contradictorily, is the one in charge of torturing people and making them disappear, yes? In fact, people are killed. Below the Ministry of Love, there are some rooms in which people are killed. Yes, those who are found as enemies of the party are killed there. The Ministry of Plenty is the one who is supposed to provide the citizens with the things that they need. Instead of doing this, what they do is have always shortages of things, yes, and they constantly lie to the people, but they believe what they say. And the Ministry of Truth is in charge of changing not only the news, but also history, past history, because in that way, for example, it shows an episode in which Winston has to rewrite a speech of Big Brother because at that time Big Brother said something that finally didn't happen. So he has to go back to that speech and change it so that when people read, sorry, that was my dog. When people read that speech, they see that Big Brother said exactly what happened. But that was not true. Yes, the point is that Winston is changing that speech so that nobody can never know that Big Brother has been wrong in one of the things he said. In the same way, they can't, one of the other things that they do in order to manipulate people's thoughts is not letting them have any record of their own lives. People don't even know about their own past because they cannot keep photographs or anything related to their past. They don't even know exactly when they were born. They don't have pictures or any record of their family. Some of them don't even know who their parents were or even if they are married or not. So they erase everything about the past so that people cannot have a sense of identity. Yes, erasing people's identities is what gives the party power. I am going to send you a quiz for you to complete. I am going to prepare 4 or 5 different quizzes to send each. I'm going to form like little groups of you and send different parts of the quiz to each, so as to avoid this copying and pasting that some of you are doing, which I rather try to erase. This is what I want to erase, yes, the copying and pasting. So watch this. If you have any questions, you can ask me by mail. And remember that you have to have finished chapter 3. And next week, I'm going to ask you to read chapter 4 so that when we meet next Wednesday, we can discuss any doubts that you have on the first 3 chapters and start working on the 4th chapter, okay? I'm very sorry I cannot be available at 12 and at 3 for the other group. And that's it. Have a nice weekend.